Hey everyone. This is a video I wanted to make based off of a huge problem that I found with chess.com pre-moves, especially in formats with lower time controls. Pre-moves are essentially a way in order to make combinations of moves that you would need to make faster than you normally would. So if you had a checkmate in 4, you could go ahead and say, well, once I move there, then I'll move there, there, and you can go ahead and get that checkmate done without having to do much. And it's a great system. I can understand why they put it in, but I feel that it can be somewhat exploited with lower time controls. And this is an example. This is a bullet game that I played just yesterday, and I used this kind of exploit thing with pre-moves, and it allowed me to win the game, which I should have won, but I was so low on time that the pre-moves just allowed me to win. So I'm not going to fully go over the game. I'm just going to go to the point where the pre-moves began to kind of give me an advantage. So I'm going to skip right ahead to, no, not here, this is too far. Right about, yeah, around here is fine. Yeah, let's go here. So, at this point, he took my bishop, and I was up 2 pawns, and, I mean, this pawn here is defended, everything here is fine, it's just a normal game, and I decided to take this pawn with my knight, and look at the time here. I'm at 18 seconds, he's at 19 seconds, that took him a second, and I am down a second in tempo, and a second can honestly that can completely win you a game. He was attacking my knight, I attacked his bishop moved back, I attacked the bishop again, so I didn't lose a piece. He took with his rook there, and that's a blunder. I can just take back, and eventually I'll have won a rook. So I did, and I won that rook. He moved his bishop back, I just moved my king up, and this is where the pre-move started. Again, I was down in time, 2 seconds at this point, and I pretty soon, these were all pre-moves. With my king, I made a bunch of pre-moves all the way up to these pawns over here. So he took my knight, and this is all pre-moves. All of it. And I was just making pre-moves to these pawns. After that, with the bishop there, I took there. And I'm guessing he wasn't paying attention either. He only had 10 seconds. Look at this. He has 10 seconds, I have 6 seconds. So I took the bishop there, he took the pawn back, moved my rook up there with check, moved over here. I'm at 4 seconds, and he is at 10. He moved there, I took the pawn, moved his king there, I moved there, he moved there, he moved there. And all of these next moves, every single one of them was a pre-move. I essentially just kept moving my rook, moving it, and making a huge chain of pre-moves that allowed me to get that allowed me to take away this much time from him. That is 5 seconds. 5 seconds will win you a bullet game. So all of this was just pre-moves. I just made a huge line of pre-moves. And look at the time. We are now only a second away. This continued, and now we are even in time. Now I am up in time. And then he lost on time. See? 0, and I was up 2 seconds. That is just ridiculous. That should not... And yeah, I should have won this game. I was up a whole rook. But this is seriously a problem for Bullet. I mean, it's too much of an exploit. And I can understand the free move system in larger time controls, but I really think it's just too big of a problem, especially in Bullet. This is just not something that should be allowed to happen. You could just use an honor system and say don't use pre-moves in Bullet, which you really shouldn't. It's very unfair, but this is just a huge problem that needs to be addressed because he was just 5 seconds up. That's ridiculous. And with pre-moves, I managed to bring that down to a 2-second lead, and I won on time. This should be one for him. I mean, if I make instant moves, I will still lose on time eventually, because I'm not going to be able to checkmate him that fast. My point is, this is just not a steady system. It's good. The whole idea of pre-moves, it works and everything, but chess.com has to do something in order to make this not as exploitable as it is currently. Because I've seen many, many games that have been won like this. Games that should have gone to the player with the black pieces, or whoever had the higher time. Because at that bullet, you can win a game purely from time. All I'm trying to say is that pre-moves in lower time controls, even in 5-minute games, especially in bullet games, is just too powerful of a tool. And when you win with the pre-moves, you're not truly beating your opponent, you're just out-timing him. And that's generally the idea. I've won bullet games because I've sacrificed a queen or something, just to go and win on time. But those kinds of cool strategies can't work if pre-moves are still in the system. I just kind of wanted to address that, put it out there. I'm sure I'm not the first one to think of this as a problem, and I just think that they should make a system pretty much any time under like 10 minutes. Pre-moves shouldn't be allowed, or maybe when you if you have less than 2 minutes on the clock, you can't do pre-moves, something like that. But this is just too big of a problem to remain unaddressed, and I just wanted to use this game as an example. But yeah, that's it. See ya.